We all know the gorgeous 27-year-old YouTuber Superwoman, who has 1 billion views and 8 million subscribers. Well, as if she already wasn't well known enough, being in a feature film on YouTube Red. Now, for those of you who don't know, YouTube Red is like Netflix and now competing against them. The paid monthly subscription service offered by YouTube to internet users in the US. The first round of programming for Red's original movie was released on Wednesday. Some of the projects included were from top creators such as PewDiePie, Meg DeAngelis, Jake Paul, the Roster Teeth team, and Superwoman. Superwoman came out with a documentary called A Trip to Unicorn Island, and it premiered at the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood. This film follows her around on her world tour where she goes to 26 cities. A Trip to Unicorn Island is the beginning of YouTube Red's original movies. The fee for a subscription is $9.99 per month, but you get the first month free. The premiere of Unicorn Island was a huge hit and had many famous YouTubers along with YouTube officials and celebrities at the premiere. You guys should definitely check this movie out. I'm Court McGinley, and I have a bunch of interesting new news stories for you guys, so let's get right into it. Our first story is about a mother of 6 who is 33 years old, and she likes to dress exactly like her teenage daughter. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, so what? A lot of mothers do this. But this woman, she takes it to a whole new level. Donna Galt claims to have the body of a teenager, and that she constantly gets mistaken for her 14-year-old daughter, Maya. She says that her and her daughter share the same style, hair, and makeup looks. The two often share clothes and go to gigs together, and they even have a Who Wore It Best competition and pose for selfies in their matching outfits. Donna isn't like a normal mother of 6. She even bought herself a boob job as a reward for having children. Yeah. That's a new one. I haven't ever heard that before. Donna says that her family, they're gonna take the world by storm. If the Kardashians can do it, then so can they. Next, we have a pretty interesting story. It's about 7 fake inmates who spend 2 months in jail for a TV show. I don't know about you guys, but I probably would not be signing up for this job. So not only are these guys hiding their true identity from inmates, but they are also keeping it a secret from the correctional officers. These 7 men have agreed to spend some time behind bars in Clark County Jail in Jefferson, Indiana, for a TV show called 60 Days. Their time in jail ended back in December, and the inmates and guards were told that the producers were filming a show about first-time inmates. One of the men posing as an inmate even got punched in the face by one of the other inmates, but the producer said that it was worth the risk. The participants received training in advance and even had safe words for being removed from potentially dangerous situations. I'm actually pretty interested in watching this show, I'm not gonna lie. Are you guys? Let me know down below. This next story, it's not a pleasant one. Apparently, a power lifter threw up all over a stand of judges. I think it's pretty safe to say she's probably not going to win this competition. This bodybuilder is known as Blonde Beauty Brie on social media, and since her unfortunate experience, she has become somewhat of a viral sensation. Powerlifting is a very demanding sport, and it does take a toll on your body. So let me set the scene for you guys. It was like any other competition day. Brie went over to her platform, she did a little dance in front of the weights before grabbing hold of them. She lifts it into the air, and mid-lift, she projectile vomits everywhere. There is a clip of this, and I'll leave it in the description box below. Our next story is for all of you UFO and you alien fans out there. This image is taken from a short piece of footage, and it shows a bright white object appearing to travel towards a huge spinning asteroid. NASA has confirmed that they are aware of this object and they think it's a small moon. However, researchers and analysts have questioned this and instead insist that it is in fact a UFO. Our next story is about Donald Trump, and he's been under a lot of scrutiny lately. And his most recent statement, well, it's probably not going to change that. Trump has vowed to make North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un disappear, and that he's going to make sure that he faces a fate worse than assassination. Trump has branded the dictator as a bad dude, which is kind of confusing because previously Trump has stated Kim Jong-un as incredible for his rise to power. He then goes to say, we have power over China. China should do that. I would force China to do it economically. So one moment he likes him, one moment he doesn't. Him constantly changing his opinion is probably going to cause some controversy. Next, we do have confirmation that the Zika virus is in the UK. For those of you who don't know, the Zika virus is a member of the Blvd family, and it's transmitted to humans by mosquitoes. It's similar to the West Nile virus. So far, 4 cases over the past 6 weeks of this pandemic that affects pregnant women have been found. Public Health England has said said that they believe that this virus was not contracted in England. This pandemic is thought to cause abnormally small skulls and brain damage in babies. 6 of these cases are linked to the current outbreak in South America. UK doctors are saying that they are likely to see more cases. The Zika virus is carried by 2 types of mosquitoes. In the majority of cases, around 80% of people infected show no symptoms. So everyone in the UK, beware of mosquitoes. Our next story is about the world famous Titanic, and it's getting ready to sail yet again. And here she is. This is inside the lavish $300 million replica of the ship, which is set to sail in 2018. This ship is being referred to as the Titanic 2. The designers used incredible detail and tried their best to stick to the design of the original ship, which sank in 1912. But obviously they had to have some modifications and some updates to make sure that this ship does not face the same fate as the last one. This beautiful ship is going to include modest amenities such as a small swimming pool just like the original one, Turkish baths, a gym, and a squash court, so that they can stay true to the original ship as much as possible, but still keeping it somewhat modern. So basically there's no robot bartenders for these guys. Also, like the original ship, they are going to have first, second, and third class cabins, and dining rooms, and there will be no TVs. This ship is going to be able to hold 2,435 passengers and 900 crew members. This ship, I have to admit, it looks absolutely amazing. And I love the Titanic, so I would definitely want to go on this ship. Would you guys go if you had a chance? Let me know down there. Finally, I have a story for you guys. It's about a suit that makes your body feel like it's 100 years old. It shows you what it's going to be like to suffer stiff joints, fading sight, hearing complications, and feeling trapped in an elderly person's body. Now, like me, you're probably wondering, why would anyone want to do that? Well, the car company Ford developed this so engineers can better design cars for elderly motorists. While wearing this device, it makes your movement slower and harder, creates an unnatural hunch, and bending becomes difficult. This is while the surrounding world blurs around you and becomes muffled. This suit is now in its 3rd generation, and it is designed to mimic the hand tremors and slight problems that can make driving difficult for elderly people. This seems like a pretty clever idea. And it would be a cool suit, you know, just to try on and to see how you're gonna feel at that age. And now it's that time of the week where I let you guys know what movies are going to be hitting the box office. This Valentine's weekend, it's gonna be pretty huge for theaters. We have Deadpool, we have Zoolander 2, and we have How to Be Single. Let's start off with Deadpool. This movie is one of the most anticipated movies of the year. This movie is an action comedy and it stars Ryan Reynolds, Marina Baccarin, Ed Skrein, and TJ Miller. This movie is based on the extremely popular Marvel Comics character, and he's a very controversial anti-hero. This is an origin story of former Special Forces operative turned mercenary Wade Wilson. He develops cancer and becomes part of a rogue experiment that leaves him with accelerated healing powers, and adopts the alter ego Deadpool. With his new abilities and dark yet twisted sense of humor, he hunts down the man who nearly destroyed his life. I saw an advanced screening of this movie and it was so amazing. It was hilarious and it's not going to disappoint. This movie, it is rated R, so if you're under 18, unfortunately you're not going to be able to see it just yet. But this movie, it's definitely for an older crowd, not gonna lie. Next we have Zoolander, and they have a huge celebrity cast including Ben Stiller, who is also a producer on the film, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell, Penelope Cruz, Kristen Wiig, along with many others. Even Justin Bieber makes a cameo. In this film, male models, Derek Zoolander and Hansel, must investigate a conspiracy after a number of celebrities are assassinated while posing with Zoolander's iconic blue steel look. This trailer, it does look pretty hilarious. If you guys like the first one, you're probably gonna love the second one. This is a sequel that actually looks better than the original movie, and it's rated PG. Finally, we have How to Be Single, and it's a comedy romance. This film has Dakota Johnson, Rebel Wilson, and Leslie Mann. This film follows a newly single woman and her journey through relatable issues such as online dating, how long to wait before having children, when to get married, blind dating, casual sex, and the fear of commitment. And it's rated 14A. Well, that is all the news stories I have for you guys today. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Make sure you guys like, subscribe for more news stories from around the world. You can follow me on Instagram at Court McGinley. Please do. I will love it. And we have more videos right over here for you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow.